Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose, and we're going to be covering the last bit of our behind the scenes for SOG. This will be the last one that we do. I thought that the other day when we finished, like when we did the upload and social media one, that we were done, and the reason why I had to kind of stop and cut it off there is because I didn't quite have my YouTube background done yet. That is also a part of the behind, the behind the scenes or whatever. So I did want to kind of go over that with you. Now this is coming from like if you're a YouTube partner, especially if you're a gaming channel, if you're like with another gaming network, you're able to put like a YouTube background on your main channel. So that's kind of where we're coming from. Let me go ahead and give you an idea of the finished product here. Now, a lot of people show this tutorial on YouTube in Photoshop, and you can do it in Photoshop, but I wanted to show that you could also do it in After Effects. I prefer After Effects over Photoshop for most of the work that I do, but obviously use whichever program that you prefer. So it kind of looks weird right here because this empty space right here is obviously where your channel layout goes. I can turn that on right there so you can kind of see that. And the way that I got this is I just took a screenshot using Fraps, came into my program, and then blocked out everything that you see. Like right now, that's a background, made it like a PNG or a transparent file, and then I was able to go in and add all the stuff that I added, which is all of this stuff, in order to create my final look. So let me go ahead and give you a rundown of kind of what it's all about. Obviously we have my logo here, Square One Games, and then you guys know that I always have clickable links inside of my videos, so it's home of the interactive video game experience. Got my Facebook and Twitter, obviously my logo, added a little bit of a shadow there so like it was kind of floating, gave it like a 3D feel. And then this is my February schedule, my game of the month. I'm going to be covering Crysis 3, and then my March schedule, I got Tomb Raider, God of War, and then obviously BioShock Infinite comes out on the 26th. And then I have my 4 main shows over here: the Daily Dose, Get to Know Me, X Effects, which is going to be my editing / like After Effects, Photoshop tutorial kind of show. That's going to be coming out over the summer. And then I have a show called Go Retro, which I'm going to be talking more about that in an upcoming video. And then these are all the games that I was able to complete last year 100% on the channel: Darksiders 2, Medal of Honor, and Assassin's Creed. So I have those. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see those little images right there. And all these are clickable links. Now these two right here aren't clickable yet, like the Crysis 3 and these, obviously, because I don't have a playlist for them yet. But as soon as I get a playlist, obviously I'll go in and edit those. And then I wanted to make my background kind of appear for the month that I'm in. So I wanted to have that kind of appearance. So since I'm going to be playing Crysis 3 when that drops, obviously I went ahead and made my background kind of that Crysis 3 look. Obviously next month I'll pick probably BioShock Infinite, and it'll be up here. And that just keeps it fresh, something for you, as you visit the channel off and on. It's just something fresh for you to look at, so it's not the same boring background over and over and over again. And then I wanted to do something cool with my background. I wanted to make it feel 3D, so I added this like square tile floor, but I shifted it by rotating it. I made it a 3D layer. Let me go up here and show you what I mean. So this is the floor level right here. So you can see that it still looks 3D even without it, but given that you're looking at a flat image, and then you have this floor piece that kind of like fades back into the distance, it gives the effect that it's 3D. I also did some cool stuff with the lighting, not really with the lighting, but with the transparency, which is in this frame of reference could be deemed as lighting, because I basically made objects like this appear like they were in front of objects like this. Like this appears like it's larger and in front of objects like this, and then obviously the stuff in the background. And as I did this, I just faded things off. So this is not transparent at all. It's just 100% your RGB colors. This is about 80%, and then when you get back here to these trees, they're about 60%. And it just gives the eye, like it kind of plays with the eye, right? It's an illusion. It gives the effect that we're fading back into the distance as we get to stuff that's farther off. And then obviously, I did a little fade right here. Let me see if I can find this object. Is that it? Okay, it's this one down here. It's this one right here. I got 2 objects. So I didn't want the floor to end so abruptly right there, so I just added a little fade right there, so it kind of faded into the color beneath it. And then I have another piece down here, because if you don't add some kind of fade at the bottom of your picture or your image, then when you upload it to YouTube, you'll have like a straight cutoff. So you always want to add like a little fade right there. Let me show you that. Go back up here. So that it fades off into a color. And I just chose white because white looks better with the colors, this kind of light blue color or whatever. And that's my YouTube background. So once you have this done, let me show you my composition settings. I went 1900 by 1900. I went larger than that because I want my image to be able to show up on like a flat screen TV or a laptop. I want it to be able to, you know, show up all the way. And so you want to make the image bigger than what you can see maybe on your particular laptop. I'm actually looking at this right now on a 44-inch monitor. So obviously if you can see this on my main channel on a 44-inch monitor, then when you condense it down to like a laptop monitor, it'll obviously all be in frame. So I went 1900 by 1900. I really wanted to go a little bit longer, but you can only upload a 1 megabyte file, and with all the graphics and stuff that I have on my background, I was pushing it to like 1.7, so I had to reduce my comp size in order to make it fit. But that's kind of what I did there, and all you do is you save out this background as a JPEG. So I've already done that. I have it on my desktop right here, and then you want to go in, and you can do this in Photoshop as well, but you want to go in and crop out this section right here. So basically it's a straight line down from your YouTube layout, just a straight shot right there and a straight shot right there. You can go up to 150 pixels. I think I went 140 pixels, and then the pixelation across from left to right, yeah, I think it used to be 960, but right now I think it's 970. So you want to crop out an image that's 970 wide and up to 150 tall. And as long as you stay within the confines of those measurements, then your YouTube background will be clickable once we do the next step. So once you have two files, I have my YouTube background, and then I have my image mapper, which is mine's 970 by 140. Then you want to hop online and go to this particular website. It's called www.image-maps.com. And if you put in image maps in your Google search, it should be the first one that shows up. You want to go into choose file. Let me close down this folder right quick. Just go into choose file, and let's go to my desktop. And you don't want to pull in your background, you want to pull in your image map. Very important. Pull in the image map, so that, because that's what you're going to map your clickable links to. And then you want to again click this, start mapping your image. Okay, you're going to end up going to this screen like this. It's going to do like a little, 10-second countdown, and then you can see your banner right there. That's my measurements and everything. Once you get that, you want to just go to the next step. And now you're going to be given an option to create your clickable links. You just want to click rectangle. You can also click like custom shape, but unless if you have something that's like a circle that you actually want to go around and do like a specific outline of a circle, then rectangle is fine. And then all you have to do here is just put in whichever link you want it to be. So, if you want to do, like if I wanted to do Assassin's Creed playlist right here, I would just put my rectangle kind of around it. And then I would go into my YouTube channel and go to my playlist, and whatever that, URL is, I just copy and paste it inside of the top box. The bottom box, you don't have to worry about that. I would suggest testing your link just to make sure that it's linked up correctly before you go through the process of doing everything. Sometimes it freezes and you'll go to click save and it won't save. And I don't really know a quick way to get around that, but just to reset your browser and try it again. But once you see that, you just click save and you'll see that you have a clickable link, and then you just go to rectangle again, and you just keep putting these, wherever you need them to be at, and adding your links, etc. Hit save, and then you just keep that process going until you get everything that you want with a clickable link. Okay, so after you've got everything done, you just want to go to this particular button that says get your code. Go ahead and click on that. You're going to have some options up here at the top. Go ahead and select HTML code, and then you'll get this long code. All you want to do is just highlight the whole thing, hit Control C, and then you just want to go into your channel. Now, like I said, if you're not a YouTube partner or you're not with the gaming network, etc., then you won't have this option. But if you are, you just want to go to channel settings. Now you can see that I already have a code in here, so I'm not going to replace that code right now. But you want to go in here and add your background just like you normally would, which is the entire background, and then whatever you set your banner to, like remember I told you that mine was 140, then you want to make sure that you set your pixelation to that as well. Now this is your vertical pixelation, so that's going to be at 140, and then you just Control V, right? Hit Control V on your keyboard to paste all your code in here, and then just hit done editing. And when you do that, it's going to obviously take you in, and now when you go to your channel, you can see that when I roll across, let me pause this right quick. You can see that when I roll across these, I now have clickable links on everything that I wanted to be clickable. So like if I wanted to go to my Assassin's Creed, I click that, and you see that we're right here to the interactive hub for Assassin's Creed, and it's just that fast. If I wanted to go to the Daily Dose, then I'll have my entire playlist right there. Facebook, boom. So everything works. So that should round out our behind the scenes look at SOG. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it. You guys be good.